Hey, welcome back to the channel. Got an interesting video I want to share with you here. A guy I've been following for quite some time, maybe like 7, 8 years, Dan McDonald. If you're into health food and, raw food, holistic living type of information, you probably know of him. He's pretty huge in that world, and he did have a huge YouTube channel till years ago. But he lost it. YouTube canceled it. I think he was at like 300,000. He's back on YouTube at 15,000. He's been back on there for a while now, but apparently this is going to be his last video on YouTube. Let's watch it and then we can talk about it. I mean, censorship is in play, and YouTube's they're not doing themselves any favors because it's not cool at all. We'll talk about it though. Let's jump in.
Hey, real quick, it's DTM here, and this is for the YouTube followers. You may or may not know there's been a little bit of a difficulty with our friends at Google and YouTube regarding community guidelines. So I'm going to be taking a nice long break, I think about 75 more days from the YouTube, until I'm out of the red zone. Just leave it at that. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
He must have got a strike or something must have happened.
If you don't, then you don't. But I'm going to be really nice on this video. We're going to be cool, no problem. But what I'm doing is I'm over on Rumble now. And I would love it if you would join me on my Life Regenerator channel on Rumble. If you don't have a Rumble account, go start one for your boy DTM. And remember to, click the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment on those videos. There's not very many thumbs up over there or comments compared to like how it is on YouTube. Maybe it's more difficult to navigate or whatever, but anything you can do for me to help me with the algorithms. But the algorithms are starting to pick up over there, so it looks like, hey, I might even be able to, make it work. And then I guess it's a free speech platform. I still haven't opened up yet because I'm like a beaten down dog, but even the beaten dogs can eventually heal and come back and trust that Rumble is going to let me speak my piece of 16 years of suppression of information. Really, let's just say it like it is. As far as I'm not even going to go down that road because this is a nice video.
I laugh because it is, one of my most important, how should I say this? One of my top 3 core values are fun, freedom, and full self-expression. One of the most important things to do as a human being is to freely express yourself, bar none, because it's so cathartic, it's so healing. And look at Dan McDonald. I mean, clearly traumatized, as many of us are and were and have been if we've been censored in the past, because when you get censored, it's a traumatic experience. You internalize it, then you start to be fearful about what you say, then you start self-censoring, which is, in my opinion, what they want. But I feel him right here.
To say Merry Christmas. Thank you for 16 years on YouTube. I am available for consultations. I really enjoy the consultations. If you would like one of those, get a hold of me at trueradianthealth@gmail.com. Keep your eyes peeled on Rumble, Facebook, Instagram for the announcements for the retreats next year. If you'd like to join the Elite Video Club, I do classes. Right now, I've got the 40-day water fast documentary education, and it's really starting to heat up as I'm like at the halfway mark. So check out the Patreon if you'd like to do that. But
you can kind of get a sense of his character. Here he is, shirtless, chilling in his car. He's got all these fruits and oranges in the back there. Like he's a legit, he is out there. Like to a normal person, They probably would think this guy is a loop, but I think he's a badass, quite frankly. Like I said, to my knowledge, raw vegan. He just finished a 40-day water fast. I mean, he's a pimp, and he's just a wild cat. And, so I encourage you to check him out if you want to see a character who is living free, right? Unchained by the system.
By the way, some people give me like $1 or $5. I only have one tier. So when you donate $1 or $5, you like buy me a cup of coffee or whatever, but you don't get access to any of the content. I may start another tier, and then I may just move everything over to the Patreon, but that'll be next year when I start doing the classes again. So keep your eyes peeled. Next year, meaning, in a month, I'm going to do Thriving in a Dying World Part 3, and you're going to want to hear what I have to say, because when you combine everything I've been through, most people have like one niche, and they think that that's the one answer to everything. But imagine studying all of them and then putting them together with wholeness and oneness and peace as the hub of the wheel, instead of like, well, look at my muscles, or I lost weight, or my athletic performance went up, or look at how ripped I am, or whatever. I'm talking about like, how do you get like holistic health? So you're going to want to see that class next year. I'm going to finish the release of the 40-day water fast documentary, and then I'm going to knock it out of the park with Thriving in a Dying World. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Keep your eyes peeled for the announcements on the retreats, because they're going to be real small. They're not going to be big retreats. They're going to be like...
Let me talk about that for a moment. And I'm seeing this common theme in the world, which is people looking at, just like he's saying, just like I'm doing with One Life. I don't have the flyer in front of me here, but I'm seeing a common theme that people are they're kind of creating in the same way, like a holistic approach, like a community-based program. I'm noticing that human beings are kind of gravitating to different camps or different community. It's the next level of, online opportunity, online business ventures. Even the founder of Patreon, Jack, I forget his name at the moment here, he talks about that too. This like Web 3.0 type of system will be more of community based. And I'm seeing Dan do it. I'm doing it myself with One Life at thisismyonelife.com, which, like he said, it's a holistic, he's doing a holistic thing. I'm doing a holistic thing. It's like a holistic lifestyle design. My personal product, One Life, is about helping you find your purpose, i.e. your mission in life, and then building your life around that, and also designing your life from a conscious way. The tagline right now, this changes sometimes as I move forward and get a better understanding of, and it evolves, like all these products involve, get a better understanding of what this is and how it can benefit people. Right now it is live your life by design, not by default. Most of us have at some point or another in this world, because it's a fallen world, the quote unquote beast system, for lack of another better word, runs this world. Like, most of us are cogs in the machine that doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve humanity as a whole. It doesn't serve the planet. It doesn't serve the animals on the planet. It's a machine that just tears into the earth and the psyche and the body. It's not holistic. It's not healthy physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Many people have either, like I said, at one point in time or another, been living out of alignment, out of harmony with nature, with a higher power, with ourselves, with the planet, with animals. It's wild, but I do see a mass awakening happening here. And again, I'm seeing a lot of creators, and a lot of people creating programs that are holistic based, and I'm one of them. Sounds like he's doing it too.
Private retreats, because that's the way I like to do it. I like to give focused attention to one person so that...
What's up?
Hi, Judah. We brought you here today to let you know that we made...
It can just be all about them, what they need. And I know what everyone needs, you know what I'm saying? So, because it's just, I see what's going on with humanity, and I'm supposed to be the crazy one, but I don't think I am. I think I'm a free spirit with enough fortitude to be free from what the Joneses think of me, and then I don't have to care, because all the stuff that society does is really detrimental to your true human potential. Imagine that, where you actually can feel good and have a lot of energy and feel well and have no diseases and be on no drugs. And it's amazing, but as far as I know, I'm not addicted to anything right now. Even the food, I've gotten it dialed. It is crazy. Like, I'm just chilling, coasting. And it's a long, drawn-out process. It's taken me, my whole life, basically. But with a specific focus on, drunk and stoned, walked into the bookstore, bought the Essene Gospel of Peace, read about fasting, raw living foods, semen retention, and meditation, all in a $1 pamphlet. Did a 180 that day and never looked back. And I've been learning and growing and transforming ever since. And the last year and a half has been the biggest explosion of growth. And so, because it's logarithmic, it stacks on top. So get started today.
And I think also, when he talks about the last year of his life being the biggest explosion of growth, I feel the same way in my life. And I think other people are feeling it too. In fact, let me know if you have had that experience in the comments down below. I'm thinking of friends in my circle, and many of them have had that same experience. There's something going on in the world right now. There is definitely a mass awakening happening. There is definitely something moving in the collective consciousness. It's stirring up individual consciousness. Consciousness is raising, awareness is raising. There's something going on. And so I feel the same way as him. I've had more growth experiences in the last couple of years than I have had maybe in my whole life. Like, it's just exponentially increasing so much, and could be attributed to a number of factors, but let's keep going here.
On your journey back to wholeness, or whatever it is that you want to create, and a sense of ease within your body and your mind, to get over all of the traumas and the drama and the stress and the anxiety and the fear, so that you can start creating from a safe, centered place. And the knowledge that's needed is vast, and yet once you've applied it, it starts to become, it's like a no-brainer. It's like common sense. Like, you should have been doing this the whole time. How did we get so off track? But then you can look at what's happened and the advancements in technology that are making us, less connected to the source energy, and creating a lot of distraction in our connection with the divine and the source and nature. And there are a lot of inimical, detrimental environments and phenomenon that are hurting people and taking away their human potential. So, join me on Rumble. Contact me for a consultation, trueradianthealth@gmail.com. Join the Patreon. Check out the 40-Day Water Fast documentary, and make sure next year in January that you are keeping your eyes peeled for the Thriving in a Dying World Part 3, where I'm going to knock it out of the park. And then also keep your eyes peeled for the private retreats coming next year. So, thank you, everyone. for 16 wonderful years on YouTube. It is time to, you know, break the shackles. Can you dig it? Okay. That is all. Peace.
Yeah, I told you, he is one of my favorite guys. I mean, these are the kind of characters that YouTube is playing around with and censoring. Look, this guy is an awake, aware, healthy human being. But in a world that everything is inverted, that asleep, disconnected, that people, those are the people that are like normal in a world that we live in right now. Now, granted, many people are fighting the system and fighting the good fight to right humanity again, and he's one of them. I mean, like, this guy's a gem, and to think that he's being censored is just wild. Let's jump into the comments here down just for a minute. This person says, "Dear God, Yahweh, Santa, Krishna, and Baby Jesus, please keep Dan on YouTube." That's hilarious. The old world of light shaming is dying. Keep being the light beautiful. Yeah, amen to that comment. So, lots of people are heading over there to Rumble, to his new channel. Yeah. Like I say, I mean, he lost his channel probably during the last 3 or 4 years, and I think he was at 300,000. I'm not sure what happened that made him do this 75-day hiatus over on Rumble. Let's see. In regards to Patreon, I did research on my Instagram audience and found that the best origami product was $24 US. Essentially, I doubled the sales compared to having it at 48. So if you create a second tier, I think that would be a surprise. So that's interesting. Let's see what he says. Thanks. Yeah. Merry Christmas. What caused the strike? I don't think he's going to say. Never picked up any trigger points. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I mean, right now I'm having my own issue, which is all of my live streams are mirrored and reversed. So like, you can't read like that focus and flow sign back there. You can't read it. It's reversed. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section down below of Dan McDonald. I think he's a character. I love that guy. Yeah, he's out there, but we need people that are out there like this. And again, like I will close with this. He is healthy and healed and or healing and like holistically based, but in our world, he's considered weird, and that's not right. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll talk to you in the next one.